Back with mega movie numbers for you all. This is where we run down physical media by the numbers. First, we take a look at the top 20 selling 4K Ultra HD discs of a previous week. I give you my thoughts and recommendation on every single title there. That way you can make more informed buying, collecting decisions in the future, of course. And then we take a look at the market share breakdown, where we look at all the different disc formats you love, DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, see how well they're selling in comparison to one another. And then we talk about the state of physical media. How's physical media doing overall? Where does physical media go to next? Of course, we just have a great time talking them movies. So it sounds like you are in the right spot, my friend. Go ahead and merely smash that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you're alerted when a new physical media topic video posts. And leave in the comments below what physical media titles have you been picking up as of recent. But let's go ahead and get into this list of bangers. So first up at the bottom of the 4K selling here, we got a new one with the Killers game from Lionsgate. This is the one that stars Dave Bautista, and I thought this was an okay action movie. The premise is pretty ridiculous, but I thought it was fun overall. So if you're an action fan, you might get something out of it. Next up, we got Despicable Me 4, of course, from Universal. I really like the Despicable Me franchise, so I thought this was a worthy sequel. And then next up, we have Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire from Warner. Now, I like kaiju monster movies. This one was a little absurd. Yeah, more than most kaiju monster movies. You get a lot of Kong in here, but not much Godzilla. That was my major problem. And next up, we got Twisters, twisting it up from Universal. I thought this was a pretty darn good sequel. I really like the casting choices here of like Glenn Powell. Next up, we got The Fall Guy from Universal. I really like The Fall Guy. It was basically like a rom-com. You got Ryan Gosling in there, and I believe Emily Blunt. And it does have some really cool action stunt moments. So I definitely think it's worth it. And the 4K, you get the extended cut too, which adds quite a bit of footage to the movie. So I really enjoyed checking that out. Next up, we got a new one here with A Simple Plan from Arrow. And I did not see this movie. I don't know anything about this one. When I hear A Simple Plan, I'm like, oh, is that the punk rock band from the 90s? I don't know anything about this Arrow title. So if you guys have some insight, please let me know in the comments below. Do you think I would like it? Next up, we got Furiosa, a Mad Max saga from Warner. I think this is a really fun, high-octane action movie. If you like Mad Max movies, you're probably going to like this one. Anya Taylor-Joy was really good in this one, and Hemsworth too. Next up, we got a new one here with The Dark Crystal from Sony Pictures. They came out with some really cool additions here. Like, I believe there's like a big box set of it. I mean, outrageous price, of course, but it did look pretty darn cool. And I like the Dark Crystal movie. I like the puppeteering work there. I like fantasy adventure. So I think that's a really fun family movie. Next up, got to have Gladiator from Paramount. Makes sense. Gladiator 2, pretty popular worldwide. So people want to see Gladiator 1 before going to see Gladiator 2. I think Gladiator 1 is an amazing movie. It is the Best Picture winner. So fantastic. Next up, we got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse from Sony Pictures. Got heavily discounted. And this is a great sequel. It's a fun movie. Super long. Wish it was more of a complete story, but hopefully we'll get that part 3 sooner rather than later. Next up, we got a new one here with Labyrinth from Shout Studios Sony Pictures. So this is interesting. It doesn't list the Dark Crystal with Shout Studios. So the Dark Crystal only Sony, and now Labyrinth is Shout Studios. And I thought they had kind of the same deal, releasing like these big boxes. It does look really cool. I like Labyrinth as well. Yeah, once again, another fun fantasy adventure movie. Next up, we're gonna have A Nightmare on Elm Street from Warner. The 4K, yes, 4K Steelbook came out. 4K Slippy came out. Very popular franchise. I do like the original quite a bit myself. And so, yeah, it makes sense. It's selling well. It didn't get really discounted for the holiday, so hopefully it gets discounted in another future sale. Next up, we're going to have Oppenheimer from Universal. I finally picked up Oppenheimer in the holiday deals. I'm just like, I had to wait for it to get discounted. I didn't super love the movie. I liked it well enough. So yeah, now was the time to pick it up. Just when am I going to find over like 3 hours to watch this movie at home? That's the question. But I wonder how it sounds on the 4K disc. That's what I'm really curious about. Next up, we're going to have a new one here with North by Northwest from Warner. And this is a Hitchcock title. I believe I only watched this one once as well. I have a Blu-ray, so I didn't feel the need to get the 4K right away. But I remember the Blu-ray was pretty good. kind of feels almost like a 007 movie. So yeah, very entertaining. They go to like Mount Rushmore. So yeah, it's a Hitchcock movie, one of Hitchcock's best. So gotta check that one out, of course. Next up, we got a new one here with Blazing Saddles from Warner. I remember watching this movie once as well. This was a really funny kind of spoof comedy. Oh my gosh, a Mel Brooks title. I do want to get this one on 4K eventually because I was laughing pretty hysterically with this one. Next up here, getting in the top five. Top five, we got a new one here with House of the Dragon, the complete second season from Warner HBO. I don't pick up a lot of TV series on physical media. And if I do pick up a TV series, it will not be House of the Dragon, just not the show for me. I know a lot of people love it. I did not, unfortunately. I tried like twice getting through the first season, and I couldn't do it. I had to tap out. Next up here, we got Deadpool and Wolverine, of course, from Disney and Marvel. This was going to be on the list for probably the next year, but it was a super fun movie. Excellent. Next up, we got top three are all new titles. I love to see that new one here with the Terminator, Warner MGM. Of course, people love the Terminator. I do too. Much more kind of horrific and slasher like than the second one. Second one more action packed, of course, but I do love that first one. And then, yeah, after that, we got another new one. Like I said, Beetlejuice from Warner. I thought that was a fun sequel. I thought it was, the best they could do all these years later. So I had a good time with that. I do want to get that one in the collection eventually. Next up, number one. I wasn't going to expect this to be number one, but I should have because it's freaking amazing. You got Godzilla Minus One from Toho. Of course, a Japanese film, I believe. I really like this one when I saw it in theaters. I do want to pick up the physical copy, of course. It's just a really good Godzilla movie, more focused on the human characters and a lot of emotional story to it all. And of course, when Godzilla's there, he's great and really good visual effects, especially on the budget they had. So overall, a really well-made movie. So I got to pick up all those like top 10 titles on 4K at a discounted price eventually. I mean, so many new titles on this list here, which I mean is pretty amazing. So there's been some pretty strong weeks for new 4K releases. That was definitely one of them. So that was very cool. And all the studios got in with like new catalog title releases, and that was very cool. So I like to see all the studios kind of eating during this holiday season. They're feasting up, of course, and they're giving us those discounts on a lot of titles. So I will take that all day. And of course, let's go into the market share breakdown. I'm super shocked and happy by the 4K numbers here. I don't know if I've ever seen the 4K percentage this large. You guys let me know in the comments below if you have seen it at this level, because wow, once again, I'm double taking here because I still don't believe it. 31.7% for the Ultra HD format is spectacular. I mean, that's right almost to a third of the market share, and that's a beautiful thing. And we look at why. Why is this the way it is? Well, look at all the new titles we just talked about going to 4K. There was a ton of titles there, very popular titles too, for like new movies that just got out of theaters, and then a lot of those good catalog titles too. So it was just like a plethora of 4K amazingness. So we got Blu-ray there at the 25% marker, which I would like Blu-rays about a third of the market as well. So just a little bit down, but that's okay. It was up from the other week previously, so I'll take that. A boost is a boost. So people are still buying Blu-rays, and a lot of times a title only gets a Blu-ray. Doesn't always get the 4K, unfortunately. Same thing with DVD. Sometimes they don't even get the Blu-ray, they're only at DVD. But we see DVD at 43.2% here, and I really like that. I love DVD, of course. I think you need DVD out there, of course, for the casual kind of cheap shopping option. But under 50% is where I like to see it. And if we can even get it to, I would love to see everything a little bit equal, right? 33.3% for basically about everything, I think would be awesome. That to me would mean all the formats are pretty much doing healthy and are going to stay around for a long time. But we compare that from the week before. Once again, DVDs dropped super 63% to 43. I mean, so a drop of 20%. So those Hallmark DVDs at Walmart were not selling apparently. So their holiday slipcovers over DVDs we've already seen before apparently is not working for them. And to me, that makes sense. I think people have these DVDs. They were holiday classics for a reason. People already have them on DVD. A new slipcover isn't going to make somebody buy the DVD. So give us some more Blu-rays, give us some more 4Ks. If you give us good titles in Blu-ray and good titles in 4K, they will sell. So please change up the mix at Walmart and give us a more fair, equal representation of all the disc formats. That's all I'm asking for, and I think they will move a lot more products. So hopefully they do that into the future, but I don't know if any Walmart representative is listening to this right now. Maybe you guys work for Walmart. Let them know. But there you go. That's the market share breakdown on talking about the state of physical media overall. And we can rejoice as physical media collectors. This is a great time to collect physical media, especially people just getting into collecting physical movies for the first time. Oh my gosh, these holiday sales have been freaking fantastic. And the holiday sales started early this year, of course. I mean, like 2 weeks before Black Friday, and they're still going strong. Every week, it seems to be new movie deals. So I'm absolutely loving that. I know I'm stocking up now when like 4Ks are like $12. I'm like, you know what? I probably wouldn't buy that at $35, $40, but at $12, why the heck not? And I think they can learn something from that they got to set these 4K prices cheaper and they will sell. Yes, we'll pay more because it's a premium format, but let's be reasonable. Let's meet in the middle, studios and boutique labels. That way, everybody benefits and you can sell more of your product. So I think that's the way to do it. But that's just, of course, my thoughts. You guys will have to let me know your thoughts in the comments below about that one. But like I said, great time to be a physical media collector with all the deals going on right now. I don't think physical media is going anywhere too soon. I think people are starting to like to get stuff in their hands and to own things. You know, you got to have that movie on the shelf, a tangible product. You got to pull it off the shelf, get a look at it. It's just super amazing. And then you're going to have it more lasting than if it was just, oh, it's on streaming and digital 1 month, disappears the next, and you're like, what the heck? I want to watch my favorite movie now, and it's just not on any streaming service. Or you got to have a million streaming services, and they're all going up in prices, and now it's basically cable television 2.0. You even get the commercials now with it, right? We knew this was going to happen as a physical media collecting market. So maybe people are going back to collecting. Maybe, just maybe, but those are just my current thoughts right now on all the physical media collecting situations out there. You guys let me know once again in the comments below. What do you think is going to happen to physical media in the future? Of course, what were those holiday deals you've been picking up? What were some of your favorite titles that were released? And let's just have a great time, of course, talking them movies. And if you haven't already, once again, go ahead and merrily smash that like and subscribe. That way you don't end up on the naughty list this year, okay? And turn on that notification bell so you're alerted when we break down more physical media numbers in the future, of course. Have a great day talking and watching them movies, my friends. And of course, you love this physical media topic. Merrily smash the next video right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.